Right then, it's Monday. It's time for an episode, and we've got a little message on the old answer machine. Nice to be popular, isn't it? We'll just give that a...
Hi Ben, BenSportsNews here. I just thought I'd leave a message. Didn't get a call about deadline day, so I can only assume you didn't do anything.
Now.
Let me know.
That's fine. He's fine, probably, isn't he? Because he's never reacted badly in these situations. But I've got a plan. Just ring him. This'll work out absolutely fine. Don't worry about this. It's ringing. Hope he picks up soon. Well, he'll probably bring me back, won't he? Folks, and welcome back to another video on the channel with me, DoctorBenjy FM. Good to see you. Thank you for the support on the videos so far. This series is doing really well, so thank you for watching. Remember to leave your likes, not just because it annoys the Lujo, because it helps me out too. And let's crack on then. Today, 2 games for you. We're going to play Arsenal and Sporting, and we're going to hear that Champions League music. Oh, yes, we are. I was going to say let's delve in, and let's not waste any time. And then I've just seen this, and I can't believe what on earth. He's scored 6 goals in 27 minutes. And then what? Given up. I mean, what? The man's a joke. The man is a joke. 10 in 6. I mean, she's got 6 in 1. So, I mean, blimey. I know they've got to make him good this year, right? I know it makes sense to make him good this year, but I can't believe they didn't score again after that moment. Phil Foden with 3 assists. Unbelievable. As if they gave him the penalty. Give it to someone else. All right then, forget them. It's not about them. We sit 9th in the league table right now, and it's obviously not where we want to be, and we are some way off the boys at the top of the league. But of course, we could do ourselves a big favour today by beating, in real life at least, a pretty good Arsenal team. Mikel Arteta have got these boys playing very, very well, it must be said. So we're going to be at our absolute best, hopefully, and get the win today. Team-wise then, the conversations now have to change a little bit. Diogo Jota is on his way back. Thomas Lemar probably needs a couple of games, but Luis Suarez can make his way into the 11, probably for someone like Carvalho, which again feels a little harsh, but feels logical at this stage. And the team kind of picks itself. Alisson in goal, Henderson right back, Robertson left back. Get used to that. Virgil van Dijk and John Matip, the other 2 centre-backs in the team, of course. Fabinho sitting just in front and protecting that back 4, and allowing Jude Bellingham and Trent Alexander-Arnold to be the future of Liverpool's dynamic, forward-thinking midfield. Hopefully, both of them will grow and improve together in those positions as well. Mo Salah one side, Diaz the other, with Nunez up top through the middle. I've recently applied the overlap to this team as well. I want to start attacking teams more, so we're playing on that attacking way of playing. It's a high tempo, relatively direct, it's standard passing directness, so they'll sort of do it when they see fit. And I'm quite excited because I think we're a team that I think are hopefully on the up after the win against Forest, playing this sort of overlapping, overwhelming style of football. That's what we're going for. So let's go into this game then and hopefully get our season racing towards something positive at the very least. I've got to give Luis Suarez a number. He wants that. Does he want number 9 there? I'll give him 99, like the balloons. There we go. So there's the Arsenal team there as well, of course, managed by Mikel Arteta, and it's the team you kind of expect to see, although Ben White at the back alongside Gabriel Saliba on the bench for them. The rest of the team, again, pretty familiar. Although actually I say this, no Xhaka, no Thomas Partey in there, so not necessarily the side I'm expecting to play, as we're going to be positive. How important is it to score first? Well, if there's Liverpool season's anything to go by, very bloody important. There's Dwayne The Rock Johnson looking massive on the touchline. And shall I start calling myself Ben Dwayne The Rock Johnson Carr? Is that fine for everyone? It's not really about if I say it. It's more about if you say it. I think we need to start. Maybe I should just go by The Rock. He's not using it as often, is he? Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez. And it's 1-0, and it's a lovely start to proceedings. That's what we're looking for. Lovely knockdown by Luis Diaz, who I've changed to a support duty just to get him a little bit more involved and not be so out of the play. We can have Salah do that on the other side, right, where he can be a bit more of a goal threat. Trent with a lovely ball forward, by the way. Notice that, as Darwin Nunez from close range does exactly what you want him to, and we take an early lead at the Emirates. And how important is it to get the first goal? Very important, it turns out. We are fair to say, loving that, viewers, as Ben White throws it into Odegaard. Lokonga with the ball in as Joel Matip heads it clear. Salah does really well. And there's Jordan Henderson, Captain Henderson, keeping him as captain, of course, even though he's changed position. He hasn't necessarily changed leadership qualities, as we're not really struggling to get the ball out here. Ball played back in again, flicked away. There's Mo Salah. Again, it's a very bouncy, and this is the match engine. Like, of course, we're still playing the beta, so it's subject to change by full release, but it's a very bouncy gameplay. The save from Alisson there is not only realistic to Alisson, but looked actually really cool. It's nice to see different kind of saves. I didn't enjoy it. In the last video, I showed you the penalty miss by Salah against West Ham, and that was with the legs of the goalkeeper, and it didn't look great, I didn't think, but equally, you know, in that situation, it looks really good. And that save again, the goalkeeper animations, I feel like when you concede, they're really infuriating. But when you score, or like when goalkeepers make saves, I should say, actually, they look far better as it's headed away. So yeah, the saves are pretty good. When you concede, sometimes they just sort of crumble to the floor, and you're left wondering why. Andy Robertson playing a ball forward towards Gabriel, who's tried to flick it on, goes to Tierney, gets it back, and now Arsenal, they're working their way into the game a little better here. That's Henderson, Defenderson, we should call him. I'm not sure we should. I just thought of it, so I'm keeping it. That wasn't even written down, viewers. Darwin Núñez into Luis Diaz, and I don't know who he thinks he's playing the ball to. It's certainly not a player on our team, as there's Gabby Jesus. So it's sort of changed the way Arsenal are looked at by everyone, I think. He's a massive part of how they do things. That pass, though, not his best work. There's Defenderson, as he plays it to Joel Matip. Defenderson, oh, Bellingham, beautiful ball to Mo Salah again, that goal threat on that side, tries to put it in, he does, it's sort of ushered in by Darwin Núñez. Ben White looks absolutely distraught, head in hand there, didn't look happy at all, and Darwin Núñez makes it 20 minutes gone, and it's the ball from Bellingham though, isn't it? That's wonderful, really nice lateral pass, and there's Salah beating his man, it flicks up, I think, off Gabriel, and Ben White can't do enough, and Núñez couldn't really miss. And from 2 close range finishes, he converts both times. It's 2-0 with 2 shots gone. Well, am I the best manager in this game at the moment? Yes. So, I mean this actual match, I don't mean FM23. But it's interesting how we can adapt the system. There's Núñez, and that's, I mean, he's getting chances, great chances, high XG chances. He arguably should have scored again there. Luis Diaz put it on a plate, did brilliantly to win the ball back. It goes for a corner, which Andy Robertson puts in and headed clear. And I think that's usually, I mean, previously, oh my word, I was going to say usually highlight over, but a brilliant save by Ramsdale after an interesting effort from Fabinho. Again, the left foot of Andy Robertson to swing the ball in. Obviously, some big players in there, likes of Núñez, Van Dijk. Núñez went towards it, but John Matip's in there. Of course, Fabinho's not exactly short, so lots of targets for Robertson to aim at. I mean, I should praise them, really. I mean, that's going really, really well. Again, that high pressure, you can see it as well. Arsenal really struggling to get out of our press at the moment, and a brilliant first half of football, and that's kind of what I want to see again. The overlap, the key difference to what I was doing previous to this, and it's definitely allowing us, I think, to push a little further forward. I don't want to overwork the tactic too much. Like, you really don't want to meddle too much with things, but yeah, it's going well so far. And again, getting good performances out of Salah and Diaz are going to be crucial. And equally, Bellingham and Trent need to sort of figure out what they are. Again, Liverpool have been at their best in previous seasons when the midfielder sort of worked for that front three. And we might have a similar situation here, but of course, if there's quality in the middle, then you're going to be fine. And the big question mark in this system really is, well, what happens to Thiago in all of this? And that is a big question. Alexander-Arnold, ball played in, back post, Darwin Núñez, of course, looking for the hat-trick, goes for it, can't quite get it. Bellingham lays it back to Fabinho, about 30 yards out, back to Virgil van Dijk and Jordan Henderson now, onto that right foot, looks towards Mo Salah, not his best work, but Salah again, pressing well, winning the ball back and playing an interesting ball towards Luis Diaz that doesn't quite get there. And Fabio Vieira's clearance is not his best work. And now Liverpool get to build again. Luis Diaz looked offside, but Ben White had to deal with it, and then Fabinho challenges his Brazilian compadre in Gabriel Jesus, and now Luis Diaz again. It's the Trent delivery, and it should have been a Trent assist, but I think it was just offside. But again, really nice move from us. That was really nice to watch. Fabinho on that booking, we have to be very much aware of that. We don't want him getting sent off, of course, and we've got options off the bench to come in and replace him if needs be, as the ball goes all the way through to Andy Robertson again. And again, the match engine feels much better. There's been a lot of talk about Football Manager not being better this year and not improving enough, and graphically I've talked about it a lot, right? It's not hugely different, but the match engine and the way the match engine works is definitely different, and it feels a lot more alive than I think it has, and a lot more realistic, frankly, than in previous years. I still think the dribbling's a little bit odd, but as Smith Rowe goes forward here, big chance, and as he whips the ball towards that far post, he can't quite get it off. 10 minutes to go. The game has flown by. It really has. Interestingly, what we can do here with this midfield is, because Fabinho is a risk right now, we could put Trent into his role. He's not a natural at DM, but like, to me, it certainly is a role that I think he can probably suit and be pretty effective in. It allows us to then bring in someone like Thiago, maybe swap him and Bellingham round and make Thiago more of a roaming playmaker in the middle. And I think bringing Bellingham in, it just allows us to do plenty more in those areas, which is really exciting for the future of the team. Elsewhere, I just want to bring on, I know Nunes is on a hat-trick. Do you know what? We'll put Suarez up front, Nunes on the left, just to keep Nunes out there. I don't want to make him angry at the fact of taking him off while he's on a hat-trick. But Luis Suarez making his return to Liverpool. Who saw it coming? Not me, really. He's got a free kick, though, straight away in the action, and makes Ramsdale make a really good save. I feel like Trent's the man that's really hurting here, because he's the one who's been taken off free kicks. And Luis Suarez, seniority, clearly the factor there is the delivery into the middle, not particularly good. But this is going to go down, you would think, as a really impressive win away in London for Liverpool. And yeah, I've masterminded this in a way, so I'll take the points. Robertson on the corner. No. And there we are then. That's going to be full time as Dwayne The Rock Johnson Carr does a brilliant job. And there we are. That's all we wanted, really. 2 big chances for Nunes taken, and we get out of the Emirates with the points. And now, viewers, we come to an amazing moment, as I'm very happy with what's gone on there. Very positive in the press conference. Up to 6th as well now, so only 4 points off Manchester United, who are top of the table. And of course, I've just been beaten by Erling Haaland. We could say Manchester City, but it's Phil Foden and Erling Haaland, maybe like mostly words. So let's get on with this then and make our way, viewers. Come with me. Join me hand in hand as we walk towards the Champions League music. And I've not heard it on the beta yet, so I'm quite excited. I'll put these on. Put these in. Put these where? Ears. Here we go. Look. Oh, now I'm prepared. Now I feel ready. Player of the Week news. Erling Haaland. Yeah, shocking. Now, I've been given a relatively easy group in the Champions League, so there's this big question mark, really, of do we use the Champions League a little bit to rotate some of our players, especially in a busy period before the World Cup? There's a strong argument to say that, yeah, we probably do that. And figuring out what the team looks like when it changes round is obviously going to be the conversation. Erling Haaland, favourite to be top goal scorer. It's almost like he's now the best striker in the world, and everyone's sort of gone, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Sure he is. This will be the Football Manager that will go down as... You remember the one where Erling Haaland was the best player in the world forever? Like, yeah, that Football Manager. Maybe that should have been one of the new features. Erling Haaland will score 57 goals a season as a minimum. Okay, we can have more subs for this as well, which is exciting. And a few of the players that have... Oh, Alan McGregor on the bench. Now we're talking. Probably Thomas Lemar as well. As a few of these boys... Oh, did I not register Arthur? Don't tell him. Okay, it's not a wonderful kind of day for Arthur, so leave it. We are, though, going to make a few changes just to try and keep things fresh. Actually, I think Bellingham maybe stays in. Lemar maybe goes in for Diaz up front. I'm not going to start Luis Suarez, but Canate is going to get a game in this one. Bobby Firmino is going to come in and play ahead of Darwin Núñez. We're going to keep the likes of Salah out there, though, those sort of game changer players, I think. And everyone else, again, a few players needing the games, but we'll just win it, is how I feel about it. And then we can start to make a few more of those changes again, the likes of Harvey Elliott, maybe Luis Suarez again. But yeah, so far that team there looks like it's good enough to beat Sporting. So let's do it. And let's listen in, viewers, as, oh, numbers, goodness me, 13, and Thomas Lemar can have 18 for quite literally no reason other than it was available. Come on then, impress me with the music. I've been told licensing is not an issue here and we can enjoy this for all it's worth. So let's test that theory as... if you've not seen... Blood, it's a bit loud. Can you hear me? Viewers, can you hear me? It's not... It's quiet. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. As if I'm getting goosebumps. What on earth? I thought it was a trumpet there. It wasn't. It was just me miming nothing. There's The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson stood there. If you can smell what he's cooking. As here come the teams. We're not going to do this every time. Champions! Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the... Yeah, we're not going to do that every time. Obviously, that'd be mental. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. That was cracking, yeah. I hope we win. Otherwise, that really has oversold it. That's a headline feature. So make the most of it, Ben. Enjoy it. Oh, hold on. What? That didn't look like a red card to me. So obviously it is. He's off. Is it Marito? Marito has gone off. Marita's gone. And Sporting early in the game down to 10 men. That is bad news. It's Bobby Firmino now sliding in, knowing that if he gets sent off, it's fine. Oh, there's Sebastian Quatters. Welcome back to Anfield. Good to see you, mate. Oh dear, you've had your pocket pinched, and there is Roberto Firmino shooting just wide. But that was exciting. I hope Bobby's not upset that I've signed Luis Suarez. I just don't want to upset anybody, viewers. Virgil van Dijk then powering forward with that right foot of his, finds Trent. Oh my word! It was an outside of the foot shot. The keeper spilled it. Oh, the keeper spilled it. Mo Salah does a really good job of getting there. The pace he shows is, I guess, realistic to some degree. The finish sort of driven through the goalkeeper. We'll see if it goes through his legs. We're going to get a lovely reverse angle here. Probably the better angle than we would have had initially anyway. The outside of the foot shot from Trent is lovely. The keeper slow to react. It looked like it went through his it's a perfect finish and everything's fine. So 1-0 Liverpool. Praise. I like to praise you like I should. I feel like
Can the owner of a Ford Mondeo please move it from in front of the turnstiles? Thank you. It was red, by the way. So we like the colours, but move it.
God, we could have endless fun here, couldn't we? Imagine having this during the Andy Tannoy days. Oh, I had to do that in post back in the day. Oh, nightmare. Right, half time. I'm a bit frustrated. It's only 1-0, to be honest. And Jude Bellingham has lost focus, as does Roberto Firmino. Well, they're two players that are probably going to come off for Harvey Elliott and Luis Suarez, so no harm done. I did actually give a lot of the boys the opportunity to play for the 22s, or the 21s, I think it is this year, just to get some football under their belt, and realising now they probably could have played in this, the likes of Thiago and a few others, as Kanate trundling forward with the ball. We've not seen anything from Thomas Lemar yet, as Mo Salah's played into the penalty area, all the way across. And on cue, Thomas Lemar has a shot on goal, but doesn't come to anything. And referee, that's obviously fair play, as Henderson and Salah combine again. And there's Firmino and cleared away, this time offside. And yeah, still 1-0. Only 1-0 though. Right, half an hour to go. We'll just wait to see what happens with this free kick, as Thomas Lemar on that left foot's going to whip it towards the back post. Van Dijk off the bar and cleared. We're just going to make a couple of changes, I think. Harvey Elliott is going to come in for Jude Bellingham centrally. And what else can we maybe do? Carvalho for Salah. I think rest him for the upcoming Premier League games. Again, probably a logical move. And then I think in about 10 minutes time, we're going to reintroduce Luis Suarez into the action. Sporting haven't had a shot yet. So with that in mind, I don't feel massively under threat. And Firmino's put in a 6.4, which is not his best work. We could arguably bring in Jota as well. I think we get extra subs, right? So yeah, he's going to come on for Thomas Lemar. And look at me, it's obviously a new year, viewers, because I'm making substitutions like it's the thing to do. Wowzers. Inacio, doing me careful. They've already got one up front as well. I think they're playing someone out wide and one up front, and it's just not really working for them. As there's Pedro Porro, who's actually very good, but he's not getting the chance to really showcase that in this type of game. Because we, viewers, Dr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson Benjy and his team are showing him what's what. As I'll just move the mouse out of the way. Here's Jordan again then, as he lays it down towards Carvalho, lays it onto the edge of the box to Elliott and Jota, and oh, that should have been more. I guess we don't have to win by more here, but it'd be nice to, show the world what we're made of. As you can see, Sporting really are playing defensively. Harvey Elliott this time on a free kick. There's Virgil van Dijk, and we probably should have scored more here. 10 minutes to go. I guess the real quiz is, will Sporting have a shot, and will we have more than 5 on target? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, Fabinho, that is about as badly as you could have cleared that, mate. Come on. Nothing's... Have we just kicked him to the floor for absolutely no reason at all, Diogo Jota? Have we just... We haven't, have we? Have we? Have we? Have we? We haven't. This can't be... They're going to check it. VAR, review. No penalty. What? We definitely kicked him to the floor. Okay, it's outside the penalty area. So it's definitely a foul. I mean, this is their big chance then. Again, down to 10 men, away at Anfield, 88th minute. I'm petrified, frankly. As they got... Mark, these footballers. Quatters, oh my God. Alisson says he's the best keeper in the world, so he will do, I guess. As the time's going to tick away, and we're going to have played 2 games, our Champions League debut, as there's me, The Rock, there on the touchline, as we get a very nervy towards the end, but overall very comfortable win. And there we are then. The Champions League has started very well. And that then is going to conclude our episode for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching a bit more of match action and a little bit what the players are capable of, even though Diogo Jota tried to ruin it but didn't quite ruin it. Who knows if it was in the area or not? We'll never know. Next games coming up then. I think that there's some Celtic, Manchester United based action. 2 home games at Anfield. I think that's where we go to next before maybe coming back to sort of that Chelsea period towards the end of the Champions League group as well, before the World Cup, of course. And I'll see you for that then. Or maybe the Merseyside Derby and Ajax. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you vote almost. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Again, you can get the game with Fanatical, 29% off. It's still out now. The code works for the next few weeks, months potentially. So yeah, don't feel like you're going to miss out on that and get involved. The link, of course, to that is down in the description, as well as the fact I'm live every day on Twitch at the moment, twitch.tv/DoctorBenjy with a Brighton save, where we're trying to sort of Potter ball, but Ben ball, not Harry Potter, Dr. Benjy Potter ball. Hello? How many names? Take care, everybody. See you again soon. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed.